Well, you've checked the box, you've played your part, but if you're honest, you don't even recognize you anymore. Moment of truth? It's not a breakdown, sis. It's a breakthrough trying to happen.
Elevate with Monique. Elevate. Elevate with Monique. Elevate.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Gracefully Elevating with Monique. And of course, I am your hostess, Monique. Now, if you are new to this channel, I want to say welcome, sis or brother, for stopping by. Now, Gracefully Elevating with Monique is truly a sacred space where we hone in on all things that help us to become better versions of ourselves, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally. And so if that is what you are looking for, then you are in the right place. If you are returning to the channel, I want to say welcome back and thank you so much for joining. So I want to jump right into the message today. Many of us can probably identify with the fact that at some point in our lives, we woke up and realized that we were living a life that perhaps other people expected us to live and not necessarily one that is true to us. And that is a real awakening, right? When you realize that the things that you've done, the person that you've been up until that point is actually not authentically who you feel like you are, that is mind-blowing. But the first thing that I would say to that is give grace to the version of you that had to perform, that had to be all the things that you were in order to get you to this place. Let's not discount that because there was a reason for that version of you. But now you are in a new season. Living for others is a form of self-abandonment. And we've talked in the past about a childhood wound that can be identified as abandonment. But did you know that when you live your life for other people, your husband, your wife, your child, your parents, your community, and you're not living that life for you and what God has aligned in your life, that is self-abandonment. Wow. The second thing is that resentment is often a sign that your soul is trying to get you out of the script that you have been living in. Many times when we have been living a certain life for so long, when deep down you know that that's not the life that you should be living, you begin to grow resentful. And in some cases, you don't even know where the resent is directed to. You just know that your soul is telling you, no, this is not who we are. And it's trying to get you to identify that this script no longer serves you. And then the third thing is you are absolutely allowed to choose again and again and again. Just because this has been the script for so long does not mean that it has to remain that way. That's the beautiful thing about life, is that we get to choose how we want to move through our life. If something is not serving us, if something is not bringing out the best in us, if something makes us feel like it's not authentic, then guess what? Instead of complaining about it, we're not complaining about it because that will just bring back the same energy that we don't want. We get to make a choice to do something different. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what part of your life feels like it's built on someone else's dream and not yours? This hit me hard because I remember for a very long time, I was living my life for other people. And I recognized when I started to awaken to the fact that this was not my authentic life, I realized that I was living someone else's dream. I went to school to become a teacher and to do all these things. And I was so blessed to have those opportunities. But those were not my dreams. That is not what I wanted. And so I had to wake up and realize, no, I need to choose something different because this is not, it's not serving my soul. So I want you to ask yourself that. Whose dream are you living out right now? Now, I want you to do this little activity. I want you to stand in front of a mirror, look yourself square in the eyes, and I want you to say, I give you permission to choose you, to choose what you want and need and are being led to do. It sounds like a very simple activity, and actually it is, but it's very powerful and profound. Now, if you find yourself in this place and you realize that it's time to start again, I have a very sacred invitation for you. I am holding a sacred space, very sacred space for women who are aligned with being ready to rewrite their story. It is a 4-week cohort. And during this time, we are going to come back to our voice, come back to our authenticity, align ourselves with our truth again. And we are going to walk through that together. And so if you've been living by somebody else's script, if you realize that it's time to rewrite your script, I invite you to join us inside the cohort. Find the link somewhere in this video, and I hope to see you inside. Before we go, I have one favor from you. I need you to just like the video for me. In fact, actually, if this content is also aligned, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, sis. And then hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss out when I drop content like this. We are intentional about elevating every area of our lives, and I would love to have you to be a part of that journey with us. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.